welcome everyone to this wonderful stream. Okay, bad news. I couldn't find a background that I used for my previous game, which had like a gradient, so I'm gonna keep this background for now. Yeah, it's not too bad. I just changed the color a little bit. And the next thing I'm gonna do is, let's see what I've done because I forgot. I think we need to make the transition from this menu to the actual, game. And so that we can equip everything, unequip it, and then we're gonna work on characteristics. And yeah, let's start with that. Let's make the transition from shop and from the game to the shop. First of all, we need the back button in our shop scroller. Let's just call it shop, honestly, because it's... Oh no, never mind. This is our shop canvas. Let's add a back button. Back button. Whoops. Let's put it on the top left, in the top left corner. Let's make it slightly larger, maybe 150 by 150. Yeah, something like that, or 175, just a bit bigger. Let's move it a bit to the left, 50 right, 50 down. Let's maybe add some image, maybe arrow to the left, not like not the bow arrow. I could just add, well, we could add this one. We could add, where is it? Like this arrow, but then we're gonna have two arrows that are the same, which could be confusing. So maybe some sort of like game. I don't know whether that makes sense, actually. Maybe home. Yeah, maybe something like this would make more sense. Let's get rid of the text, and actually let's make the button a bit smaller. Yeah, let's keep it like this. And when we press the button, I want to do stuff. I want to go back to our game. And I have two options. We could make some sort of like fade away screen, which would look better, but would take more time to implement, I think. And yeah, it would be easier to just immediately go back to that menu. So I'm just gonna do that. So after we press that button, we want to first of all turn on the main camera. Let's come here. Game object set active true, and we want to set this thing inactive. And maybe that's all we have to do, but maybe not. Game object set active false. And let's see whether that works already. I mean, that would be wonderful, right? If it was that easy. We press here, boom. Oh no, it starts spawning stuff already. And that is because we sort of clicked on one of these buttons, I think by accident. I'm not sure how that happened. And we somehow shifted to the game state. But it should happen here when we press on this button. And let me see how this script looks like. On pointer down, we do this. But it doesn't work, right? If we just click here, it's not gonna start the game. If we go to our menu, where is it? State manager, wherever it is. Here it is. Right now we are in the menu state. Yeah, if I press like this, it's nothing. I hold the mouse button and I let it go, nothing. But if I press, okay, we're in the menu state. Why is it spawning stuff? Fruit spawner. Tell me why you're doing this. Because we should only spawn when we are in the game state, right? Oh, okay, so it happens when we on enable, basically. I know why it doesn't happen, actually. It's because our game state machine is turned off. That's why. Okay, and if we have it on, it should turn it off. Do we have any errors? We do. In the player spawner, because it does this function, I think, the restart game event. Let's go here. Yeah, it invokes the to menu, so it's in the menu. We do this. We set this on active. We do all of this, and it gets stumped on this player's spawn player. Because why? Spawn player, destroy game object, and then it instantiates at this position, and we get the follow camera instance, and we change target. But the follow camera is here and it's never turned on, so we cannot implement, we can basically call this function. Okay. I think we should spawn the player. When should we spawn the player? Well, I think in our game state machine we need to have a separate state called shop state, actually. You know? I think that makes more sense. Let's add a shop state, because we have a menu state, we have all of these states, but not a shop. With the shop state now we can add another thing here. Case game state dot shop, and we want to invoke another action called I guess to shop then. Dot invoke, and when we invoke this state we want, I'm not sure what we want yet, but that's what we'd like to do. Okay, and then we have on start we do reset game. On the start. But with the restart game, it can be, it can be, oh wait, it's reset game, yeah. It could be many, but it could also be shop. Depends on what object we have turned on. So I'm thinking to do this. I hope it's an alright thing to do, but basically follow camera dot instance. If it is not null, then we change this to state. Else, then we change the game state to the menu, but if it's actually null, then we know that we are in the shop because our camera is turned off, right? Should be true, but also we could do, like, the safer way would probably be find object of type, because if type follow camera, we can't find it because it's turned off and it's not null. Yeah, we do this, and depending on the state that we have now, on state changed, wait, do we actually need to, do we use this value even? I don't think we do. Oh my god. Or do I? Game state. Right, I don't use this value. Why am I doing this? Jesus. So I didn't have to set all of this. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, okay. That's funny. Because it will just happen when we change the state, and it will recognize that we are either in menu or the shop, and then we'll do one of these events. We'll invoke one of these events, which makes sense. Okay. Next thing. Yeah, let's play the game. Okay, game state machine. We are in the shop state. Yay. We click here. Now we are in this state, but we are starting the game for some reason. Oh yeah, because fruit spawner is turned on. Because we want in the game state machine. Well, first of all, why does it always show this on the bottom? It shows these states on the bottom, and I don't like that. Because I want this and this be somewhere on the top, because you know it's one of the most important things here, like so. And when we press that button, I want to change the game state to game. When we press on the back button, when we go to game state machine, we want to do to menu, or I guess reset game. Man, these function names are a bit confusing. So let me name this one menu, right? Then restart game is, well, is restart. And then we have two of these events. Do we just have a start game? Yeah, we do. So let me put restart game next to the start game. I mean, technically the only difference is this boolean. So I think we could simplify it actually. Yeah. Can we? I don't know, but okay, I'm just gonna keep it like this for now. Menu shop, blah blah. And obviously we need a similar thing. Whatever should happen when we go to the shop. So shop. That's when we change the game state to the shop, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's look at our back button. We want to, well, go to the menu. So menu. Oh, and also because we changed the name of the function, I think somewhere else we lost this definition. Reset. Oh yeah, I think it's in the game over canvas. Game over. Oh no, rather back to menu. Yeah, here we go. Menu. Boom. Yes. Okay, next thing. Let's test it out. Alright, we go back like this. Boom. We spawn the banana. This all works. Shop scroller is off. And if we play the game, okay, it cuts everything in pieces. And then when they cut us, it works also. Nice. Good. What it didn't do is I think it didn't turn off our shop camera, because it's not in the shop scroller, but it shouldn't be in the shop scroller. So here, I think I should just create one more empty object called shop and just put everything in here like so. And then I can just, when we move to the menu in our game state machine, right, we just turn off the shop. And then the back button, we say what? We say turn off shop scroller, but we don't have to do that now. It says turn on main camera. Do we do that in here? We do not. And we change the state to menu. Okay. I guess that's fine. And then in the main camera, we can add another button in the menu canvas, which will be similar to the back button here, so we can just copy it. In the menu canvas, we'll paste it as child. We'll set it to the bottom of the screen, and we'll get it some shop icon, well, let's actually take one of these, maybe. Why not? Will look good. And if we turn on the main camera, okay, that button is a bit too small. 250 by 250 maybe. Yeah, would you look at that? Beautiful. And now instead of changing to the menu state, we'll just change it to the shop state. And instead of turning on the main camera, we will do what? Although I think here I just want to turn, like, do this, just change the state. So in this game state machine, I will actually turn on the main camera, like so. And in the shop state, we know that we have to turn off the main camera and turn on the shop, just the shop. That's what we have to do. Where is it? Whoops. But I think it was a bad decision to put everything in the main camera, since, you know, we could just create a separate game object, like in the shop, and call it something else, but that's fine. That's okay. Is there anything else I have to do? I think in the back button, I have to get rid of this. And in the back button in the menu, we can now get rid of this. And we can turn off the main camera right now, and we can see what's gonna happen. But I am curious. If I go back, doesn't work. Nothing happens. Back button. What's wrong with you? Says go to the menu. I'm gonna press on that button, but nothing happens. Game state machine. It should have turned on this and turned off the shop, but it just doesn't happen. That is very interesting. I actually don't know why it doesn't work. Because if there's no error, there's nothing. And I'm confused. I mean, does it change the state? That's a good question. Does it change the state? Because right now the state is shop. When we press here, it doesn't change the state. Why is that? Back button. What's wrong with you? Menu. Let's try a different one. Maybe restart game or something. Ha! Now it worked. Why is that? Is it because in the menu I messed something up? Oh, because it couldn't find the camera. Of course. Of course. Of course. That makes sense. Oh no. Why would I even do that? Menu. Why did I do this? Jesus. I should have done it in the start, so Here, obviously, it always should change to the menu. Wait, give me a second. So here, I'm gonna do that. We just want to see the menu. We don't care about the shop here. Okay, and in the start, we actually want to call either shop or menu, depending on whether we have our camera activated or deactivated. If it's activated, then we need to show our menu, and if it's our main camera is turned off, then we want to show our shop. Okay, now if we click, it couldn't spawn the player because we couldn't find the camera, because it happened in the wrong order. Therefore, I need to go to the game state machine, to the menu, and I need to drag this thing in the order that I want to see this. I guess already like this it's gonna work. Yeah, so I think that's all. Yep. We click here. I think now we can change from shop to the menu. And it works, right? Oh, also we don't destroy the button. I mean, we don't hide it, which is a mistake. Okay, let's see how. Yep, cool. Let's go to the menu. Let's go here. Boom, boom, boom. It works. Then I want to also equip my stuff, but first let's hide the button. Back button. How do I hide you? The easiest solution that comes to mind is just putting it here, honestly. But it's too easy, you know? Wait. If I go to the game state machine, and I go to start game, yeah, we turn off these separately. So I guess I'm also gonna turn off the back button. I'm just gonna put it up here. Set as false, yes. But also then when we go to the menu, I want to turn it on. So, yes. And where do I turn the other buttons on? At the top, like so. Great. Okay, what's next? Oh, I can do so many things. Okay, so I can go from shop to and back, which is perfect. Now let's create. Also, yeah, I want to change that number in the fruit juice text because it says 5 and it annoys me. I just wanted to say 0. Next thing that I want to do is, I think, be able to select the fruit that we play as, because that's pretty important if you ask me. So what I want to do is, we need to, in the player spawner, at the moment we have one player prefab. It's this one. But you know, that's good actually, because in our script we have, remember, our scriptable objects here in the shop items, apple and banana. Let's edit these scriptable objects a little bit. Let's create, and let's add a player prefab to them somewhere. Where does it make sense? Maybe under ID. Under ID, I'll do that. Public game object player prefab with a small letter, like so. We have a prefab for the banana, definitely, but Okay, well, it's called player banana. Let's also create a prefab for the apple. I will do that this way. I will drag it right here. I'll name it player apple. I'll change the shape, the mesh, to the... I mean, the only difference between this and... Wait, what apple? Apple 5. 5 LR. Alright. Apple 05 LR. Boom. Now it looks weird because it has the wrong texture. But we can fix that. Copy material properties, I think, and let's paste material properties. Yes. Now let's change the collider to the sphere collider. Yes. Let's rotate the apple by 90 degrees, minus 90 degrees. Yeah. And what else? And I think that's it. Now we just create an original prefab from it. I think it's that simple. And what this allows me to do is to go to my shop items, go to Apple, select Apple, player apple, and player banana. And the next time I click on equip on these, and this happens when and where? In shop something. I mean, we have a shop scroller, but it's responsible for so many things, actually, if you think about it. It's responsible for updating item data, for scrolling. I could split the script into two parts. Have the shop scroller and then have maybe the shop data. Because but also I can just rename this to the shop. It's just shop. And I'll be satisfied with that. It's a shop. It is what it is, you know? Okay, I was scared that all the references are gonna be gone. Okay, so we have a shop script now. And with the shop, we want to add a few functions. First, also, I want to put the update on top because it annoys me when the update is on the bottom for some reason. Because it's an important function, but yeah. Let's go down and let's create public void by public void equip and public void. Well, I think that's it. That's all we need. After that, so equip. How does equip work? When we press equip, we want to use this item. Well, the shop has to have a reference to the player spawner. For sure. So let's reference the player spawner. Do I have to? Yeah. Somewhere here. Add player. Oops. Spawner. Oh yeah, player spawner. Nice. And here we will say player spawner dot not broadcast message dot. I don't think we have access to that variable. Pretty sure we don't. to the player prefab, and we want to get that variable. So let's say public void this. Well, we want to set it, right? We want to set the player prefab equals I mean, I could also make it public. I don't think it would change much, but I guess this way it's just it makes more sense. And we'll say shop items current item ID dot player prefab. So that happens. We want to change our button. I forgot what the thing was. How's our function called? Update item display data. I think switch button on. No? I know what we want to do. So when this happens, we also want to get this shop item. We want to get its state, shop item state, and we want to change it to used. And for other items, we'd like to say shop items dot I mean, we could go for each. We can do that. For each shop item in the shop items. If shop item state equals used, we want to set it to equipped. Oops. Yes, like so. Oh, and it should be with 2 P's. My bad, but fine. And we want to do this before we actually set the new item to used. And that way, we can now equip and unequip items, if I'm not mistaken. And then we want to update this item display data. But also when we update the prefab in the player spawner, we actually want to spawn the player again. We want to respawn him, because we're going to destroy the previous object and we're going to spawn the new one. Cool. I think now it should work. I think. Let's see. Okay, this banana has a weird texture. It has an apple texture, which I do not like. Oh my god, okay. Because I changed the material a little bit for the banana. That's not good. Wait, can I get that back? Nah. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do it manually. So we're gonna get our player banana. We have to get now. We have to select a different material. Here, banana 7. Yeah. Is it the one that I used to have? I think so. I mean, different materials work, but I like my banana clean. All right. Material is fixed. Good. And if we go to player apple, yeah, now it looks bad because, well, I didn't use the material, I used a texture. How do I replace it? Ugh. Alright. I think it works now. Let's save it. Apply the changes. Let's play the game now. Okay, we can do this. Let's go back to our game. Oh. Why didn't this become visible? What's wrong? I think because its position got changed. No? Wait, let's try again. Let's try again. Because for some reason I couldn't find it. Yeah, why can't I find it? What's wrong? Where the hell are you? What? Oh, its scale is 0. What was that? That's weird. Alright. Alright, okay, now we can go back and forth. Now the question is, if I press equip here, nothing's gonna happen. Oh, and also, something happened here. And I didn't do anything, and I didn't click anything. Text value is inactive. Coroutine couldn't be started. Why did it try to start coroutine? Even though I didn't click anything, I didn't add anything. Look, it starts coroutine when I say update currency text, and I call the update currency text only in 2 places, which is inside the currency text on line 36 and 27. So in these 2 cases, and I only call the add currency when we call turn off main fruit, and we call turn off main fruit only here in the chop in half. And we didn't chop anything in half, did we? And we chop everything in half in these 2 places, in the blade and, well, yeah, in the fruit spawner. But if we don't have the fruit spawner turned on, so confusion. If I go back, fruit spawner should be turned off, but it's not. Oh, it is turned off here. Yeah. When do I call the fruit spawner? On enable, right. Let me do debug.log actually. Enabled. Fruit spawner enabled. I think I just need to turn it off by default like so. And then shouldn't be, you know, weird. If I press here, go back. Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's not calling any coroutines. Cool. And now, again, I forgot. I forgot to put equip, the function equip on the equip button. And they all need to have functions. Okay, this one's gonna have a buy function from the shop. Oops. Buy equip. Man, although I don't like that I have the shop script on the on the shop scroller. This is gonna be shop, and this is gonna be shop shop scene, like so. Yeah, shop player spawner, let's assign that, and the equip. Okay, they use a different one. This is for equip, and this is, well, this one doesn't need a function actually, because we can't click on the use button. Let's go. Equip. Now this is used, this we can equip. Oh, for God's sake. said added currency. How the hell did it add currency? When did I call that function? In fruit chop. Where did I chop the fruit? Oh. Turn off main fruit. And I lost the game? So am I on the lose state right now? Oh my, how the hell did that happen? Is it because the banana has a script that is like destroy on disappear from camera? Because I remember I created the script like that, but I don't think I put it on the player objects, on the player prefabs. Player banana. Yeah, I don't think I did. So how did I lose? If I didn't fly forward. Well, I equipped an apple, which is good. And I can equip the banana again, and again the apple. And I can place an apple also, yes. That is very nice. Ooh. I like how that apple flew into the screen, if you've seen it. And yeah, but they go through the walls. That's what I noticed. And why did we get 8 if we got a score of 7? What? And did you just see that? I think we cut ourselves, but we had a banana cut off thing. Yeah, what? Oh no. Oh yeah, because we forgot to replace that also. Makes sense. Oh my god, so many things to fix. Ah. Okay, wait, I have to drink some water. Wait a second. Okay, let's fix these things one by one. Let's start with the player banana prefab. First of all, it spawns always in the wrong way, in the wrong direction for some reason. Not sure why. Is it because it says to spawn it like transform.rotation? Okay, yeah, because we set its rotation like that. That's why it didn't work as we thought it should. So it's not transform.rotation. We'll say quaternion dot well, not really. We will say player prefab dot rotation dot transform dot rotation. Yeah. Next thing is actually changing the banana cut. So if we go here and we go and delete this, well, man. It would be easier if I just created an Apple AI and added a few things on it, honestly. So let's just do that, because, oh my god, replacing this, just not player Apple AI. Oh, and it has the wrong thing on it, wrong collider. Let's also change this real quick, sphere collider. Let's apply this to the Apple AI. Next thing is to prefab it, unpack it. Let's call it player Apple. Let's get rid of this player Apple. Yeah, just delete you. And this player Apple will have what? It will not have this object, this component. It will have a outlineable, and it will be black. It will have a player movement script. Here it's rigid body and the speed of 10. I think it's the default speed. So let's set it to 10 in the script. So now we can control the script. We can And we can control the apple. It flies up and down, and it also has the correct cut model. So hopefully that's enough. And we have to not forget to replace this in the scriptable object, since I think now, yeah, it's missing. Player apple, great. Okay, so this problem is fixed, hopefully. Next problem that we encountered was what? Okay, let me remember what was another bug. Oh yeah, that we lost the game for some reason when we tried to equip another item. I think when we go here, right? And oh, and also we need to do this in the start, because, well, by default we have the banana, but if we have something else equipped, we want to have that spawn first. So how would we do that? So on shop item, wait, where is it? In the shop, we have this equip. We set the player prefab here. We go here, we equip, we select that one to used. Current ID. I mean, essentially what we have to do, we have to call this function. We have to call it in the shop then, or where? Because that's a good question. Where shall we call this? Because if we start from the game, from a menu, we want to get the shop items that we own, and we want to see which item has the used state in them. And the one that is used, we want to set its prefab to the player spawner. So I guess we need to call it here. I think that makes most sense. God. Then, that's annoying, because then we have to interconnect the scripts in here, because we're gonna have a link to the player spawner from the shop and vice versa. That's a bit bad. So I think we need to actually reference the shop here. Serialized field, private shop. Right, we'll call the shop dot, well, rather set player prefab equal to the shop dot, yeah, and also that thing is not public, this list from with shop items. Do we have to make it public? We could also store. No, we can't. I mean, it's easy to make it public. We could have a function that gets the item that is used. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna create a function called public void get used item, and we're gonna get the shop items dot. I want to use link q first, or default. I think it's called like that. Yes, we want to get the item that has item dot shop state equal to the used one, like so, and we want to equip it, so we want to return that item, shop item return. So the one that we use, we want to return it, or actually we could even simplify this to this, I think, because it's just one line. Get used item, boom, and we can say that dot player. What's wrong? Oh yeah, of course. Shop dot dot player prefab. Nice. And here, since we're going to link, our shop to the player spawner, we're gonna do this. We don't want to interlink anything, and play prefab. I mean, technically, we could even create a function for this called spawn used item, used fruit, used player fruit. Yeah, and we want to subscribe ourselves to the event in the shop. I think that would be maybe the best. So we can create a public event action, not fast action. We will call it on equip item. We want to invoke it right here. Like so, and we want to subscribe to it from the player spawner. Right here also equip item. I think it's like that, right? Wait. Or yes, actually. Spawn used player fruit. Perfect. On equip item. I think that works. Let's see. Okay, object. No, oh yes, of course, because we didn't set this shop script. Okay, something else is wrong. That's totally normal. What's wrong with you? Spawn get used item. Okay, where's the problem? They all have the prefabs, right? They all do. Confusion. Yeah, no, this I know. Get used item. We also understand how it works. Then what's up? We have these two. We have the shop enabled. Player Apple. So it worked actually. Okay, but now it doesn't work. When we equip different items. Why is that? And why is this error happening on this line? Because we have the player prefab. It did the thing. We subscribed ourselves to the shop event, right? Which is good. Look here, we do this on equip. So what's wrong? unequip item. Oh, right. Also, we need to invoke it here. That's what I realized. Because we didn't change the item to the one. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's part of the error. But if we don't call this function, is it gonna fix that thing in the start? It did. It did, so that means we still have the banana. I mean, that's correct in this case. We press equip. Now we change the player prefab, and also we changed it here. But now we press equip here, it also changed, and it's all good. And it doesn't matter what we play because, well, yeah, it just works. Did it just not cut through the player, or am I? Oh no. Look at that. Why is it doing this? What did you see that? If we go to the scene view. Wait, for some reason I can't move. In the scene view. Oh, okay, that was a weird glitch. Where's my apple? Look at that. They fall through here for some reason. That doesn't make sense. Why would they do that? Even though these have colliders, so it shouldn't work like that. Come on. Confusion. Man, why? Why? Why are you doing this? You have a collider, first of all. You do. You have a rigid body. Yes, you do. I freeze your Z position. So how the hell are you even flying that way? Okay, Apple Clone also has a rigid body, but you know, it's non-existent, and we also block its Z. Okay, it doesn't have a sphere collider, but its children do. And why is it turned off? Oh, maybe actually maybe it makes sense. But I think we need to also destroy the rigid body from this object, potentially. But it has a fruit chop object on it. So, oh my god. Why is it so complicated sometimes? Okay, let's go to fruit chop. Let's see, we turn off this, we turn off that. Let's destroy the rigid body, but I know it's not gonna work because fruit chop depends on it. So we're gonna have to disable ourselves. But oh my god, okay. Oh no, it doesn't depend. But what something depends on? I think velocity. The fruit up velocity depends on it. And I want to remove that dependency actually, because otherwise I won't be able to destroy the rigid body. But perhaps then we can also destroy the fruit up velocity. Yes. We'll destroy. First of all, fruit up velocity. Then we'll destroy the rigid body. So get component rigid body, like so. We're gonna destroy that also, and I think it should fix itself in a way. Also, I'll activate this spawn used player fruit because I want to know that I think the error is caused by something, like something doesn't have time to get activated. I'm not sure what, but something doesn't. Because we have the reference to the shop immediately. We have reference to the player prefab. We get this item. I mean, we have to wait to get this in order to, you know, set the player prefab. Set the prefab, we spawn the player, we do this. I mean, okay, we don't have the follow camera instance, right? But it shouldn't be a problem, maybe? Hmm. Maybe we don't have to change the target every time we spawn a player, but only when the camera gets enabled. Maybe that's a genius move. Maybe it's not. But and we have to change it to the player transform, which is where? Which is this new object that we just spawned. Do we store it anywhere? We do not. How does our follow camera look like and what does it have? It has a... That's all it has, okay. Have the target. I think we need to reference the player spawner here. Because we only want to follow the player and we have to know where he is. Or we can just reference the follow camera. I think that would make it a lot easier, actually. Just let's reference the player camera, the follow camera here. Where's it? Follow camera, jeez. Follow camera. Even though we're using the the instance. Man, maybe actually I don't want it to be singleton anymore. And what's gonna happen if I turn it off? I mean, because where else do we use the instance thing? Where else is it used? Let's see. Here, in the fruit chop, nullify target. And that happens when we turn off the main fruit. Nullify target. Oh, that's when we lose, right? But we don't have to do it in the fruit chop. We can do it just in the game state machine, technically. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's go to the game state machine before I forget. Lose game. Let's go to where is it? Follow camera right here and nullify target, yes. And let's play the game to make sure that everything still works as intended. Oh, and yeah, we need to link the camera. Great. Let's go here. All right, let's play a little bit. Let's lose. Oh god. Can't remove fruit of velocity because player movement depends on it. Oh, I didn't see that coming, actually. Player movement depends on it. I thought we're destroying the... Oh, we're not destroying. We're just disabling it. But we technically can destroy it because there's no reason to have it And because we couldn't destroy them, we can't destroy the rigid body because it depends on it. So it's good that I lost very quickly this time. Okay, let's play. Let's try to lose again. Easy. So good at losing. Yeah, we got some points. If I restart, it still works. We spawn the apple, not the banana or something like that. I don't think they're going through walls now, and everything works fine so far. Let's equip a banana, and we have a banana. Apple, we have an apple. Great. Seems to be working, so I am very satisfied so far. Very satisfied. Very good. Nice. Okay, what's next? We could already do characteristics of our fruits. Let me see. Oh, we could also make... no, we don't want to buy fruits yet. But soon I will do it. Because I'll do it when we have the saving system in place. So what do I need? Yeah, so when we equip a fruit, we want to apply certain, its characteristics, like fruit size and fruit spawn rate. I mean, fruit size is always 1 by default, so maybe we'll just do it with this fruit spawn rate. When we equip an apple, we want to see the changes. And where did I write the fruit spawn rate? In the fruit spawner. Makes sense. So in the fruit spawner, we need to identify what kind of fruit is equipped right now. So we need, again, the reference to the shop. Essentially. And on enable, we want to know this stuff. Okay, wait, let's get the shop. Shop. And on equipped, again, on equip item, we want to subscribe ourselves to it, and we want to do something. We want to what do we want? I don't know, some function called maybe change spawn rate. What, like this? And we need to decide what we will change the spawn rate to. Alright. So every time we equip a new item, we want to do used, no, how's it, shop dot get used item dot fruit spawn rate. Oh yeah, exactly. So fruit spawn, where is it? Oh, just spawn rate equals this. Boom. Pretty sure it's that easy. And in the beginning, we just want to call that function. Like so. Nice. Let's reference the shop. Nice. Let's play. So right now we have a banana. And our spawn rate is 1. If we equip an apple... Problem. Fruit chop line 30. Score.instance add score. Why does this happen? Why do I have 2 mesh colliders? Where is that? It's in a level block. Are we playing the game already? That's weird. So we started playing the game. What's my game state? Shop. So how the hell am I playing the game? I'm not playing the game, right? Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to fix it, but yeah, I'm not sure what causes it. Where's my player spawner? Player banana. Yeah, it just got cut. So it moved up, yeah. It just kept on moving up. Weird. Player movement. Because if it's not in the state, it shouldn't move up. It's not menu. Oh, well, if it's not menu or shop. But that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna fix it next time, because right now I have to go. Thank you for those who watched my stream, and I'll see you